Hi guys, morning. Mamukase. So I have come this morning early so that we talk about the allegations being leveled on President Emerson Mnangagwa by Susan Mutami. So basically, they remain allegations up until he is proven guilty. So what happened is that George Charamba, who is the spokesperson of President Emerson Mnangagwa, he spoke to VOA News, that is Studio 7, yesterday, and they had an interview with him, and he refuted the claims and said that it was not true, that those allegations were not true. That is the position by the president's spokesperson. We have not seen an official statement from the president himself, but you have to know that George Charamba speaks on behalf of the president. He is the spokesperson of the president. When he speaks about President Emerson Mnangagwa, he is literally speaking on his behalf. So, responding to Studio 7 VOA News, he clearly mentioned that these were allegations, smear campaign allegations, and he said that they were raised by political opponents of President Emerson Mnangagwa. That is the current position from the government side at this moment. So we wait to see, because Susan Mutami yesterday said she does have evidence. She is in possession of evidence, critical evidence, to prove that indeed she was abused. So at this moment, what we expect to see is to see the Parliament of Zimbabwe engaging itself to make sure that the president spokesperson has refuted the claims, and the victim is continuously saying she does have evidence. So I believe that at this juncture, we need to see the Parliament of Zimbabwe intervening. We need to see the Parliament of Zimbabwe moving an impeachment motion to say, President, you have to come and answer. But that is the only way he can clear his name. That is the only way he can answer to these allegations. If an impeachment motion is moved, it doesn't mean the president is going to be removed, because an impeachment process has to be done and evidence be presented to the effect to say, indeed, Susan Mtami is telling the truth. If evidence is presented, then he is impeached. But if she fails to present the evidence she says she is in possession of, it means the president will survive. So impeachment does not necessarily mean he's going to be removed. So I believe that ZANU PF MPs should do the honorable thing and move a motion of impeachment so that the president comes and answer the allegations and clears his name. We cannot continue to speculate. We cannot continue to say this happened, this didn't happen. We cannot continue to fight through social media. We need the government of Zimbabwe, the parliament of Zimbabwe, to do the needful, to do what is necessary at this moment. So, by just responding, the presidential spokesperson has not done justice, because we wanted to see a national address from the president himself, because these are very grave allegations being raised or being leveled against him. And as the people of Zimbabwe, we are so much concerned about whatever is happening in Zimbabwe, because it affects us, it affects the image of the country, it affects the governance of the country. Because the international world, if it is to take action on President Emerson Mnangagwa, that action, it goes down to affect the people of Zimbabwe. Look at the sanctions on ZANU-PF officials. They affect as well the people of Zimbabwe. So you can actually see that everything they are doing, they need to know that you are representing the nation of Zimbabwe. You are the face of the nation. So we expect to see the president himself, not his spokesperson. We expect to see the president himself coming out and addressing the people of Zimbabwe regarding this issue, so that if there are people with questions, they ask questions, and we get real answers. So, as I mentioned earlier, the only possible way is to go through impeachment. This is a democracy test for ZANU PF MPs. But because they are scared, they are not going to move a motion. Nobody is willing to move a motion, because these parliamentarians are not there for the people. These parliamentarians are there for themselves, are there for their families, are there for enrichment, and are there for making money and for protection. So they are not going to move emotion. They are not going to do anything extraordinary. I hope and believe that CCC is going to move emotion, if or MDC is going to move, this is my hope. We need to see them moving emotion so that the president becomes answerable and the president clears his name. The mission is not to remove him, but is for him to clear his name so that we don't continue to speculate. People don't continue to be occupied with this story at this moment. So, as we mentioned in earlier episodes, that there is no other way around to put the president to court. Why? He can't be tried in this nation of Zimbabwe. The constitution of Zimbabwe provides presidential immunity, which means he won't be tried as long as he is the president of the republic. He won't be tried for any crime or whether it's a civil or it's criminal. He can't stand any trial in the nation in his personal capacity in the nation of Zimbabwe, which means that way, that avenue is ruled out. The avenue of him going to Australia or being charged or being appearing in court in Australia, that one it doesn't help in any way. It is not also available. That option is not available as well. So there is no other way because the United Nations has not issued a statement regarding this matter. So we wait to see if the matter is going to be filed with the United Nations, and we are going to see what the United Nations is going to say as well. But we need to know that United Nations is also a toothless bulldog. There is nothing tangible which comes from that body which we can trust at this moment to say there is a way to make anybody answer the allegations. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. This is the news at this moment. President Emerson Mnangagwa spokesperson George Charamba refuted the claims and said these were smear campaigns by President Emerson Mnangagwa's haters. And this is a political matter, not a criminal matter. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. This is what is happening in the politics of Zimbabwe at this moment. Please tell us your views, your thoughts regarding that statement. We are still awaiting for the official statement of the president himself. We are still awaiting to see if the president is going to come out and speak. Also, we are still awaiting for parliament to issue a statement. So we are going to see if the parliamentarians are going to move a motion and are going to debate this issue so that the president can be able to clear his name, because the mandate of the MPs is to represent people and is to make sure that they hold authorities to account. And that is what is very, very, very important at this juncture. So I don't want to take much of your time. This is it in Zimbabwe. We are going to continue to cover this story extensively so that we see what is really happening. Let's continue to register to vote. Let's continue to mobilize for voter registration. Let's continue to pray for the comrades who are incarcerated, who are in prison. Yesterday, Advocate Nelson Chamisa was denied a chance to see the comrades who are in prison. It's so shameful. So this is it in Zimbabwe. Tichisangana in other episodes and other programs. Much love.